Hey everybody, we are back for some more Revit Cabin. And this video is going to be about modifying our exterior walls because we're really close to kind of sealing up the cabin from the exterior world, so to speak. Kind of like they would frame a real house to seal it up so it's closed in. We are getting really close to that point on our model as well. A couple main things we need to do is we need to take our gable end walls. That would be the triangle end of the roof. It's called a gable end. And we're going to bring those walls up so they attach to the roof. And the other modification we have to do to all four of our exterior walls is we need to get this brick down over our main floor to protect that from the elements as well. So with that, that's what we're doing in this video. As I said, first thing we're going to do is close up the two big triangle ends. And what we do here is you highlight the wall that you'd like to have go up. So after I highlight it by a single left click, I go up above to my ribbon and I attach top/base. And then I go back into the work environment here and click one time on the roof. And then click off. And just like that, it auto connects and fills in that entire gap for you. So let's roll the cabin around and try that one more time. Click one time on the wall, one left click. I probably should only hit the sonar thing one time then say, but anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted. So one left click on the wall, go up above to your ribbon, click the attach button, and click one time on the roof. And that'll fill in. One left click off to deselect everything, and very quickly we have filled in some major gaps in our cabin. So the other thing we're going to do is now bring the brick down along the side of our floor. So to do that, we're going to jump into a section view. It doesn't matter either one of those sections you have. If you have it open across the top, you can click on one of them. I have to open one up, so I go to my plan or my project browser, hit the plus on the section views, and double click on one of them here, and there we go. Now I can see my walls in cross section, and I can work on modifying them. So we'll click on the exterior wall, any one of them, and technically I probably did not even have to go into section view, but it just saves me a step after I'm done doing a few edits here. So I highlight any of the exterior walls. I go over to the left here in the properties. We are going to edit the type. We are going to edit the structure again. So click that edit button. We are not actually changing anything here. We just need to get into this point because we need to turn on the preview. Down in the bottom left corner, turn on the preview for our wall. Let me just move this around a little bit on my screen. Readjust for a laptop here. That's a little better. And I need to make sure that this preview is set up for a section view. So right down here is the view. You can either look at it in floor plan style or section view style. So I want section. I'm going to zoom in on the bottom of the wall. Zooming in extreme close up. And what we are going to be doing, just reading my notes here, the tutorial. Click the modify type, did that. We click the modify button right here. We're going to click on this modify button. And then we are going to click at the bottom of several of these segments. So for example, I'm going to single left click right when I get to the bottom of the brick. It actually does highlight a little bit. One left click right there. And then there's a padlock symbol, sorry. A padlock symbol shows up. And what you want to do is hover on it for just a couple seconds because then it actually changes color. And you can click and unlock it. And then you're going to go to the air layer. Click on it, move up, wait for it to change color to show that it's selected. What happens is if you just move up right away and click, it goes away. So you have to make sure you click on the line, wait for it to change color to orange, and then unlock. And then we are also going to be doing the plywood layer. There we go. Those three layers should get unlocked. And then we can now exit the whole edit structure window by clicking OK. Clicking OK again. And now when we see our wall, we have two different bottom arrows hanging there. And why that is because one is the base constraint for the main structure of the wall. And now we can have an extension distance. And if I drag this wall, we can extend those layers down lower than the stud layer. And to make this really easy, we just drag it down to the top of foundation. Or it would be negative 11.5 inches. Okay, and we can get into a talk. Perhaps I'll stop and discuss this at some point with you guys about what does a proper foundation look like for a brick wall versus a vinyl siding wall, because technically this foundation is for vinyl siding. If we read the foundation plan, we'll learn a little bit more about that as well. But it's the basics of house construction, okay? We bring finished materials down past the side of the floor system to protect this. And realistically, if this was brick, we would bring this down past the concrete as well a little bit to kind of avoid where water can seep through this one little crack or corner easily. But that's a whole nother discussion another time. Just quick overview. We need to do this with whether it's brick or vinyl. It'll come down past the floor. Top of foundation is our simple reference, and we move on from there. So we've done that for one of our walls. What we need to do now is get our other three walls to match. So I'm going to jump back to 3D view, and I'm going to select all my walls. If I hold Control and do single left clicks, I can select more than one item at a time, and then shift roller to spin around, Control, click on the other wall, and that wall's already been changed, so I don't need to highlight it again. But this time I can just go over to the properties and look for base extension distance. There it is. Highlight it all. Negative 11.5 inches. Enter, enter. And why the double enter? Well, the first enter assigns that value into this box here actually, and the second enter hits apply for you. And there we go. Brick is down over the flooring, or the floor system. Actually looks like a fully closed in structure at this point. Awesome. If you have any questions, make sure you're asking, please. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.